The starting point of 99 songs was the one line, like a fairy tale. What if a guy has to write 100 songs to win a girl? And life is not that simple. And writing even one song is not that simple. Um, so then that was stretched, and then I went, okay, story writing and how complex it has to be, different layers, 3 acts, or going beyond. I'm studying many things, taking workshops, finding a director, finding the cast. And here we are, the movie is complete. And it's like going into a university, learning something, and coming out with a movie.
Was it easier to write because it has a musical background? Was it easier to make?
I think because it had music in it, it was much more difficult. Because to make people sit, when there were days when people used to sit and watch movies with music. There's also um, music made for making people sit. So in this, it's probably a cross between both. There's certain things which the character is learning. He can't be super good in the beginning, but he gets better and better and better. But how does the story make you sit and watch the movie? That how are you compelled to sit and watch it? Because you got so many distractions. Some people I see while watching movies, they're texting, tweeting, they're doing all kinds of stuff. So today's movie thing is even more complex. Like how do you make them sit? If they miss something, they have to come and watch the movie again. So in this movie we have space, and but the screenplay kind of moves fast.
Were there any specific challenges while for you to develop the story?
Uh, the question of is it good enough? Is it good enough? Is it good enough? That makes you work harder and harder and harder. There's something more which I don't know. Something more than, and these questions are, I think, sometimes you need to stop when you really break yourself by torturing yourself. In this, when you're working with a team, you have to be super clear, because if you give any things which are you're not clear, to fix things would be almost like turning a big ship, 180 degrees. So that's one thing I learned, like be very clear from the beginning, and also adapt greater things when you can pick it up.
You've introduced a new director with this film. Why did you choose it, Vishwesh?
So Vishwesh comes with the recommendation of one of my friends from MTV called Chandru, and he said, I heard you're taking a movie, but take this guy, he's amazing. So we spoke to Vishwesh, and he had done some of the stuff which I really like the Everest and some of the ads he showed me, and then we vibed because he's a musician, and he had a lot of things to tell about me, and he had a lot of experience in filmmaking already, and yeah, he himself is an actor, and he's a gamer, so he has a very different combination of skill sets which I really liked. Yeah.
Okay. You work with leading directors. Was your choice not to consider working with them first?
I've worked with some of the most amazing, talented people, directors, who are my friends, as a composer. So as a writer, I'm just a new person, newcomer. So I felt like telling them what a story is would be, I didn't have the courage to do that. So I said, we have newer people. I won't get intimidated by throwing, ideas at them, even if it's a bad ideas or good ideas or great ideas. So we can judge together as. So we were all learning through this experience, and in the end, we are proud of the product what we've done together.
Um, can you introduce A. Rahman and why was he a newcomer chosen?
Again, the script actually evolved. It initially casted somebody who was 18 or 19. Then we realized that we need to introduce a star, and we need to contribute to the industry, and we felt like the person had to go and learn piano and singing, and will people have that 1.5 years in their life, and they're all very busy, they're all making huge amounts of money for each day. So we felt like having somebody new would help this vision to come alive. So that's one of the reasons why we chose a new actor, and Ihan actually fit the bill perfectly.
A lot of people are saying that this story is a part of your life. Is that true?
The story, the story actually is not my life, because in my life it's exactly the opposite. My mom chose music for me, and I had to live by our dreams. In this, it's different. Watch the movie, but definitely life experiences, and I've watched other people, what I've learned from life. I put all those in the story.
What did your director friends say after watching the scenes of this film?
A lot of people watched the trailer and they said it looks fantastic. Some of the producers said that, who's this director? I can understand how painfully he has taken those scenes. I know what it takes to be at that level. Some people said, compare this to, like, it looks like a Hollywood trailer. So most of them have seen the trailer, and they can kind of gauge what the movie could be and what it would be. And I've not played the movie to many people yet, but those who've seen are, I think they're excited about it.
Great. What do you think is so special or unique about the film that you wanted to have it across 3 languages?
I've done 3 languages before, I still do. Like most of Mr. Maniratnam's movies, like from Roja to Bombay to Dil Se, and even now recently Ranjana, all these things were dubbed Swades. They resonated with from Telugu to Hindi to Tamil. Some of the songs of Swades is also, like, in Tamil is as equally popular as in Hindi. So I felt like because it's a newcomer and it needs that exposure, it needs music as a common language. It's about music, and anybody in the world can actually relate to it because everybody is interested in music. Music is part of our consciousness, and we felt like even business-wise, it will be better if we have 3 languages.
Do you intend to write a lot more stories after this? Have you written any more stories?
After writing 99 songs, after developing and after learning a bit of skill set, it started flowing. There were so many different stories that come in. But I kept it all developed, like semi-developed, and kept it. And I just want to test waters with 99 songs and see how it goes, and then decide.
Right. Composer, producer. Okay, I'm skipping some obvious.
Yeah.
Composer, producer, singer, songwriter. What is your next project? Do you want to talk about Le Masque?
Yeah. There's another project I've been doing for the past 2-3 years. It's called Le Masque. It's a sensory project. So it has scent in the screenplay, so it has audio, it has 3D visuals, and it's more like an installation. It can't be played on normal theaters. So we need to install these chairs from positron, and the chair moves, and it's one of the most fascinating things I've done in my life, and I'm very excited to show it to you. So
you appear in some scenes in a song. Can we see here among the actors who...
I did a few acting gigs as myself. I don't see myself as an actor. It requires a different skill set, and you have to let go of your inhibitions, and it's a huge effort, which I'm too old for that.
You work both in the Indian filmmaking scene and Bollywood and Hollywood also. In what ways do you think Indian cinema should progress further?
In my opinion, I think Indian cinema has a lot, and there is the void in the world for this culture. If it's presented right, I think they will embrace it. And if you don't think that we don't need those markets, 1.3 billion is enough, it's okay to think like that, but then the world is changing, and there are racial attacks and all this stuff. We need to empower our stories, and we need to empower our film industry with distribution so that the world understands us, and we won't be condescended or have that kind of approach. And most of the movies which appeal to the Western people are movies which are based on poverty. Oh, you pity you poor little people. He'll come and save you, kind of a zone, which is okay for certain things, but that should not be the pattern ever. There should be movies made with our culture, and our filmmakers, let their imaginations really go to the sky and bring some world-class entertainment or world cinema for the world to watch.